Okay class, I am here with two examples on problem solving using Venn diagram when three sets are there in the question. Let's read out the question. 100 students are asked about which subject they like. 35 like English, 50 like maths, 29 like Irish, 12 like English and maths, 8 like English and Irish, 6 like Irish and maths only, 5 like all three subjects. So how we're gonna do it, we're gonna draw circles for all three subjects, English, maths and Irish. These are the three subjects mentioned in the question. We're gonna make circles for them, and they should be overlapping circles because students like Irish and English at the same time, maths and English at the same time, so we have to make overlapping sets. E for English, M for maths, and I for Irish. Let's make a rectangular portion or rectangular border which shows that how many total students are there. There are 100 total students, so we're going to write universal set. In this case will be 100. Now starting from the first statement, 35 like English, so we're gonna write 35 in front of E in the brackets, and for maths we're gonna write 50. Most of the students like math. 29 for Irish, right? So 12 like English and maths, we're gonna ignore it for some time. 8 like English and Irish, ignore it. 6 like Irish and maths only. Only is the word we're gonna consider afterwards because it's a very important word. We have to see where only is written and where it's not. 5 like all three subjects. So this is the where we have to start the question from. The middle portion, all three subjects, intersection of all three circles is the middle portion, you can see clearly. So we're going to write 5 in the middle portion, and this is how we start these type of questions. We always start from the middle. Now we're going to see we have done with these 4 statements. Now we're going to go for 12 like English and maths. So the portion which I'm going to mark with green color, I'm going to mark the border with green color, is the portion which is for English and maths. This one. This is the portion which comes in the intersection of English and maths. It should be 12. So 5 is already written there. So we're going to subtract 5 from 12. So we're going to get 7. So the portion which is empty, you can see, we can write 7 in it. So this whole green portion became 12. This whole green border, green outline portion should be 12. So it is 7 plus 5, 12. Now 8 like English and Irish. This red border portion, this is for English and Irish. You can see this is the portion intersection of E and I. And 8 minus 5, because 5 was already there, I've written 3. This yellow portion, 6 like Irish and maths only. So have you seen the difference of only? This, you don't have to subtract in this case. You're gonna write 6 over here because English is not involved in this statement. So we're gonna find a portion where maths and Irish is involved but not English. So this is how we're gonna do it. 6 we're gonna write here. Now the empty portion, this one, how we're gonna get the answer of this one? 35 is the total number of students who like English. 7 minus 5 minus 3, or we'll add them. Look at the whole circle of English. 7, 5, 3 is already written. We're gonna subtract from 35 and 20 is left. For we have to see the whole circle. Now look at the circle of maths. There is 7, 5, 6 in it and an empty portion, and total is 50. So we're gonna subtract 7, 5, 6 from 50. So this is the technique. And what about this portion? Again, we're gonna do the same technique, apply the same technique. 29 minus 3, 5, 6. It's already written inside the Irish circle. How we're gonna find this portion? The portion in which we can see that like English, maths or Irish, there must be some students who don't like any of these subjects. The portion which is inside the rectangle but outside the circles. 100 minus 88. Subtract all the numbers from it. Now look at the next question. I think you should pause the video and try to solve this question by yourself first. This is what I think you should do. 110 students, again the 3 circles, basketball, hurling and Gaelic. 3 sports are there. 110 students, the total universal set will be 110. So again we have to start from the middle. But let's go through the question. 40 like basketball, so we're going to write 40 over here. 45 like hurling, and 33 students like Gaelic. So this is how you're going to do it. 11 like basketball and hurling, 8 like hurling and Gaelic, 5 like basketball and Gaelic only. Again, only is there. 4 like all three sports. So we're gonna start from this statement. 4 like all three sports. In the middle, 4 comes. Then in the same way, we're gonna start from 11 like basketball and hurling. This is the portion, the red border portion. 11 should be here. 4 is already there, so 11 minus 4, 7. Again, 8 like hurling and curling. 8. So 4 is already there, so we're gonna write one more 4 over here in the empty portion. So we are done with it. 5 like basketball and Gaelic only. Basketball and Gaelic. Let's see. Okay, this portion, I think, yeah, this one, green, this green portion. This is for 5. 5 students like basketball and Gaelic only, not hurling. Now, what about the next empty portions? How to find out the values of those? 40 minus 7 minus 4 minus 5. Look at the whole circle. 7, 4, 5 is already written. So this portion will be 40 minus subtracting all these values. So this is how you're going to do it. And there must be students that you're going to do it for this portion as well. And the third portion as well. And the portion which is outside the circles and inside the rectangle, how are you going to find that portion? Again, 110 minus all the numbers which are written in the circles. This is the way to find the students who don't like either of these subjects. How we're going to find their number? 110 minus, we have 45 minus 30 here. Yeah, so 110 minus 24 minus 7 minus 4 minus 5 minus 3, 30, 24. All these numbers will be subtracted from 110 and we are getting the number which is required. None of these sports is liked by these students. Okay, thank you. Try these questions.